type of people that you have around your circle matters. Are you around people that uplift you? Are you around people that are pushing you past your limits? Or are you around people that are comfortable within their sin? That are comfortable scrolling on TikTok? That are comfortable just doing absolutely nothing throughout the day but chasing women? Right? Ask yourself this: what type of people do you have around you? If you hang around with 4 rich men, you will be the 5th one. If you hang around with 4 poor men, right? And when I mean poor, I don't mean financially. I'm talking about in the spirit and mentally as well, right? They're constantly chasing external factors that make them happy. When I mean external factors, they're constantly chasing women. They're constantly chasing, luxury cars. They're not thinking long term, right? They're constantly splurging on clothes, right? Instead of thinking long term, instead of trying to retire at a young age, at 40, 50. They want to just spend all of their money right now. They want to just have all their fun right now, right? That's all they think about, just having fun. Are you around those type of people? And if you are, I'm telling you, that's the worst spot that you can be in as a man, right? Constantly being surrounded by people that are envious of you, that are jealous of you, right? Constantly surrounded by people that smile in your face but talk crazy about you behind your back, right? And some people don't do anything about it. Why? Because they're scared of confrontation. You can't be scared of confrontation as a man. If somebody disrespects you, if somebody pushes your boundaries, you gotta check them out, bro. Right? It doesn't matter how much you want to avoid problems, right? God doesn't avoid problems, right? God is a forgiving being, but at the same time, He will punish you if you disobey Him. That's the same thing. That's the same way that you should go about life, right? If anybody disrespects you, you punish them, right? It doesn't have to be physically. Just check them out and let them know, if you do this again, we will have problems, right? You have to check people. Check your circle. Check the type of people that you have around you. Are you around men of God? Are you around men that follow the Lord? Or are you around men that constantly do drugs, that constantly fornicate, that constantly talk about women? The men that focus on women 24/7 are the men that can never upgrade in life. There is no reason why you're so focused on the opposite gender to the point where it disrupts your productivity. There's no reason for that, bro. You have to focus on what you got going on right now, especially financially, right? Money is a currency that you need in life in order to live. It's getting to the point where you need it as much as air, right? If you don't have money, you can't live in this world, right? So if you're not constantly thinking about getting to the bag, if you're constantly not thinking about getting rich or getting money, you know what I'm saying, you are doing something wrong, right? If your main priority isn't getting closer to God and getting money, you are doing something wrong. Because without money, you cannot live, right? Without God, you cannot live. And no, I'm not saying that money is the same level as God. No. What I'm saying is God comes first and money comes second, right? Because you have to put the Creator first, and at the same time, you have to use money to your advantage. You have to find multiple streams of income, right, to better you, to better yourself, right? Learn how to invest in stocks. Learn how to create a second savings account, a high yield savings account. Learn these things, right? Learn how to be more financially stable as a man, right? Instead of worrying about what drugs you should be taking or you want to take, right? Instead of worrying about what type of weed you want to take. All of these are distractions given to you by the government. That's all they are. They are just distractions given to you by the government. Why do you think that these websites, these pornography websites, why do you think that they exist? It's because they're meant to detour you away from God. That's why they exist. That's why they're not being taken down. And you're just sitting here not doing anything about it, but constantly feeding yourself with bad information, but with negative energy, not doing anything about your life. You can't be that person, bro. You cannot be a slave to society, right? Especially as a black man, you cannot be a slave to society. These words that I'm telling you right now, they should spark something inside of you, bro. Do something with your life. Stop wasting your time scrolling on social media 24/7, looking at women, looking at what's behind her, looking at their beauty or how pretty they look. At the end of the day, that's going to die off. Everything in life is temporary, right? Even money is temporary. But what's not temporary is your relationship with God. God is not temporary, right? He's going to be there till the end of time. He's going to be there forever, actually. He's going to be there forever. He knows what you're doing, right? You're not alone. You are constantly being watched by Him. You are constantly being judged by Him, right? He is the biggest judge of all. So as a human being, there is absolutely no way that you shouldn't be trying to get closer to God, trying to get closer to heaven. The only way you can do that is through Jesus Christ, right? By following His commandments and doing what you gotta do, right? Eliminate the negative people that are in your life. And you know those type of people that I'm talking about, right? Stop being so nice. Stop being a pushover, right? Become a man who is on a mission. Become a man whose mission is to serve Christ, is to serve God, right? We're not here to play any games. I'm not saying don't have fun. I'm not saying don't laugh and giggle and all that. But at the same time, you have to find your purpose. You have to find your mission, right? This is not a game, bro. You only have one life. Actually, a man has two lives. The second one starts when he realizes he has one, right? You have one life, bro. How are you going to spend it? Are you going to spend it just constantly indulging in fast food, constantly indulging in pornography, constantly indulging in bad habits? Or are you going to do something about your life? For once, right? There's too many men out here that are so enslaved by their sin. There's too many men out here that just don't have any drive, right? There's too many men out here that just don't have any ambition, right? You gotta understand, once you are born into this world, you have no choice but to be strong, right? From the moment that you are born as a male, right? You're destined to be a warrior, right? You have to be strong, bro, in all aspects of your life. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to, just doing your daily tasks, you have to be strong in whatever that you're doing as a man. Because the moment that somebody sees your weakness, they will triumph over you. They will try to triumph over you, right? And it could be the ones closest to you. With that being said, beware of your circle, bro. And try your very best to get closer to God.